Yo, what is good? My anniversary. What is good, yo? So I want to start this off being completely honest with you guys. Tower of Gods is pretty good so far, in my opinion alone. Um, I made a video already for this, and it was 19 minutes long, so I'm going to try to summarize it and be a lot more straightforward, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I just have a lot to say about this show, and if the videos are too long, I apologize, and let me know in the comments down below if I should just even keep it shorter. But with everything we learned about the white haired character and what he's been going through as in his past, having his mother pretty much tell him you can't trust anybody, believe in anybody, work with anybody, just trust no one, right? The one thing that was the main test throughout this new one was the fact that you had to believe somebody that they never met before. And the weird part was this inflatable Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy looking character gave me the presence of just, oh, this is definitely a trick, or this is definitely someone trying to, get an advantage over uh, whatever. They're trying to get an advantage over whatever they can. And like the white hair character said, he started going into his non-trusting mode of, oh, if we do this, then that just means you get to, have a way of knowing just what's going on in there if we don't make it out in 5 minutes. So he started looking at it as he's giving us this information just to use it and put it to the test without actually, trying to get hurt himself, which is a smart thinking on Ku's part. But at the end of the day, it was right, and that's the scary part of him is he would have lost this test as soon as he found that out, right? Like finding that out and knowing that he was just supposed to trust and try to open up a door within 5 minutes, any door at that, he would have never believed it, until he actually saw it. And hearing the Gator's explanation as to why he did what he did was absolutely hilarious, saying that first it was instinct, right? Like, cool, your instincts told you to open that door, bet. But then it came down to him being a genius, and he was so smart. So definitely I see why the people like the Gator a lot. The other thing that was relatively interesting was the fact of Rachel supposedly being there and having two teammates at the beginning, which I think the only reason why either A, she has teammates this early on is, you know, just like one of our other characters, he seems to be very lucky and things kind of just happen fortunately for him, or it's the matter of she maybe have known these people and she got to go in and met up with them. I think it's just like our main character. He just happened to be on the team with two people that can handle their own and maybe even act on some stuff before he could, just in general, in the case of not being intimidated to step forward against certain tests. But I gotta say, the person who is not intimidated to step up for a certain test is the lizard girl, who straight up took a punch to the head just because she could, I feel like. um, Not only does she body a whole team by herself, she then puts herself on the seat with the crown, which to me, it kind of shows just how little teamwork they have, because if she was fighting over and over and over, then it would be a little bit better. But they put the dual wield sword guy in front of all of the trouble for the next, couple of fights that they would have to do and be the king, and keep the crown. So not the smartest move on her part, but I guess I can understand why she did it, because she's like, I earned it. Not only did these guys try to run up and just take the just take the crown and win, she also stomped them out from doing it and pretty much showcased so much power that other people in the gates were impressed. And one of those people being Rachel's teammate. So either A, we're going to see them sooner than later, or B, we'll probably be in a position where we understand just why, um, or not why, but how they became teammates. Because that's what I'm kind of interested in, right? How did Rachel end up with these ridiculously powerful teammates? And because she has them, is she even capable of holding her own as much as they are? Which I feel like there's some people in here that aren't, right? Like they made a case of showcasing that there's some people here that just aren't that strong. They aren't as capable as a lot of people we've already been watching. So for them to, have more of them, like making Rachel one of them, I wouldn't be surprised, right? Like it doesn't seem too off-putting. But to be fair, I'm really looking forward to just what happens at the end of the day. Oh my God, didn't, I didn't know what I was doing up there, but it wasn't right. At the end of the day, though, I hopefully will see some ridiculous greatness in this show because at the end of the day, a lot of shows are lackluster and certain aspects that people are looking forward in. And I feel like Tower of God, since it's so early on, still can be, still can have some, weak points, which the show is a webtoon or like a web cartoon. So there's already a little bit of like a story narrative point that I kind of feel like is missing at times. But regardless of that, I'm really enjoying myself. I'm glad we got to see a little bit of the white hair guy's past and his mother and supposedly like sister, uh, supposedly doing something so much to the point where his whole family is treated like traitors, or they're not treated like traitors. They're treated like they don't even deserve any praise or any type of prestige that they have just because of his sister or whatnot. So we'll have to see more what happens. I can't wait to see why Rachel and her teammates are like ridiculously broken. They went into a death match and just absolutely slapped everybody in their place. And if they had the equivalent of the same strength of people as we did, then that's a pretty big feat to be shine to like feel good about. So we'll have to see if that is the case. Overall, everybody, I hope you're having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I definitely want to hear more from you guys in the comments down below. I try to make this video shorter than 19 minutes, so bear in there with me if it's like 12. But yeah, Tower of God, I have a lot to say about it, and I'm probably going to do a blog like on Anime and Mimo and Twitter just to get more of my thoughts out that I didn't talk about here. So if you are looking forward to that, please check it out, and I'll talk to you in the next one. With all that being said, I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will talk to you later. Take care, and peace.